congratulations on one of my favorite film festivals in the world, the Heartland Film Festival, and the Academy Award qualifying Indy shorts, Mr. Craig.
Yes, thank you. And it's so nice to be with you, Manny. It's I feel like we've upgraded a little bit now that we've got Manny, the movie guy, with us.
Oh, well, this is your 4th year as president of the Heartland Film, right? And it's stronger than ever, right?
Well, I like to think so, but I think I have to say, with this pandemic that's going on, I certainly did not have good answers or had no answers, but the staff has stepped up to the plate, and everybody in the world right now is keeping an eye on Indy shorts to see what we're doing, and it is very impressive, Manny.
Before that, let's talk quickly about your special connection to the desert. Tell us more about that, Mr. Craig.
Well, I worked and lived in the desert for a little over 25 years. I was asked by, at the time, Mayor Sonny Bono if I would join and help him get the Palm Springs International Film Festival going to another level. And I said, Sonny, but I don't have a film background. And he says, I'm not looking for that. I just want somebody that can hustle the film festival and publicize and make it really work. And so I was there for a little over 10 years, and it was absolutely a wonderful experience. And I'm so pleased that they're going and stronger than ever now. And then I took off for Bangkok, Thailand, and Cape Town, and Cabo San Lucas, and Tampa, and so Latino Film Festival. So, you know, this guy's got a few things under his belt.
Well, so what you learned from the Palm Springs Film Festival, you've applied now with Indy shorts, right?
Absolutely. I remember, and I can remember the year. Myself and one of my associates at Palm Springs Film Festival, J.P. Allen, we co-founded the Palm Springs Short Film Festival. I remember at the time, we held it in July, and they said, oh, well, nobody is even in the desert in the summertime. And they thought it was a horrible, horrible idea. But even the first year, it got its traction, and then is doing one of the finest out there today. And now we've been repeating that here. So we've jumped because we've got one of the largest cash prize monies in the country right now in North America and possibly the world for short films. And we're just moving ahead. And like you said earlier, we're sanctioned by the Academy, and our winners will go on to be nominations. And we always get nominations, but we usually have winners too at the Academy for the Oscars.
Like a period of sentence 2 years ago, and
yes.
The strong contender, St. Louis Superman, last year, which,
yes.
I mean, that was the beginning of my foray into the film fest, your film fest, the Heartland Film
yes.
Fest. Many great Oscar contenders emerged from Indy shorts. So this year, what do you guys have in store?
Well, there's so many different programs of different diversity subjects, and I'll tell you something that impresses me. And of course, I don't know who the winners are at this point, but even though we've got a comedy section, we've got a horror film section, we've got a gay pride section, we've got family-oriented films, even though there's a lot, I'm going to predict, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, keep your eyes on the Indiana spotlight. I think there's an unusually large, powerful selection of films that's happening there that I have to admit, I've been surprised, but kudos to the local filmmakers.
That's, well, you know, I'm a Hoosier boy at heart, so I'm happy.
That's right. I learned that from you last year, yes.
So I'm very happy to hear that. So how is the festival different from now than last year, for example? I mean, with the pandemic and everything.
Well, that's right, and that is the answer of why it's different. But again, kudos to the staff, because when we heard about the pandemic, I thought, well, we're just going to have to try to postpone, but when would that start and make it, or try to make it different? And while I was talking to other film festivals, seeing what they were doing, which most of them were either closing down or postponing, our staff was full speed ahead. And so everything is online this year. So if you want the best seat in the house, you can literally have the best seat in the house in your own living room. And then our film production crew has gone out and secured some drive-in theaters. The Tibbs Drive-In Theater is going to be showing some fun films. And how would you like to be sitting in your car at midnight in a drive-in theater and watching a horror film? I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
That is good. What about some of your celebrity showcase or some of your filmmaker showcase? How is that being done this year?
Well, again, kudos to the staff again, because what they've done, they've arranged for interviews following the films, and that we're going to be talking and interviewing people on the other side of the world. and not only interviewing the filmmakers from the other side of the world, we're selling tickets now. So in other words, we're not just selling tickets locally and just to the people that come into the film festival. I was talking to a group of filmmakers this morning from France and Italy, and they were talking about the crowds of the. I said, well, if we sold out a theater, you might have 200 people watching it. Now you're going to have thousands watching it just because you're all online.
That's right. No, seriously. Most of the film festivals now are virtual, and
Yes.
that is really to do. It's a good thing for the filmmakers because now they have a global audience. Is that correct?
That's right. That's exactly right. So people from around the world will be watching that short filmmaker, get to know his or her name, the subject of their film, and it kind of sets them up for a nice future exposure to whatever they're going to be doing tomorrow.
So paint us what's gonna happen next week. We'll have movies, and then you'll have the awards ceremony at the end. Is that how it goes?
Yes, we do. And Saturday night is going to be the awards presentation. And that's always going to be a sellout program. Of course, now this year we don't have to worry about filling all the seats and turning people away because everybody can just keep buying online tickets on Saturday night to see who's going to be winning. And of course, top prize money goes to all these winners, and then those winners go on to see if they're going to get that Oscar nomination. But yes, film festivals online, or film programs online all week long, and then periodically in the evening we've got the Tibbs Drive-In Theater programs.
So if our friends from Palm Springs want to partake with Indie Shorts, what can they do?
They can go online for www.indieshorts.org, get their tickets, and it's actually cheaper than a regular ticket. They can get a regular ticket for $7, or for $69 they can see everything and even go to the drive-in theater. But if they're in Palm Springs, absolutely get them to just go online for a $7 ticket, or they can buy a pass and see everything. They could be right here in Indianapolis. We'd love to say that Palm Springs was an Indy.
Well, if $7 is for the program, right? Not the
that's right, for the program. Whether you want to see the comedy program, and oh, by the way, our first program for the event is on Tuesday night, the 21st, and it is comedy. And I've heard from Kelly and Jessica, our marketing manager and our executive director, that they love these comedy programs. So that's opening night. Then we've got the Pride program. We've got women's human rights issues. It's like there's the family friendly thing. I predict will be a real favorite because all the kids in the house can sit right there and watch with mom and dad, and everybody have fun and comfortable.
My greedy heart is a selfish heart. Is saying, I wish I'm there with you guys.
I wish you were too. And we have a lot of people. We have a lot of our audience and a lot of our even TV viewers and even our staff that's going to be missing you this year, Manny, because you added some new energy to it. So we're going to miss you in person.
Oh, well, thank you. I miss you guys, and let me know how I can help further. Okay.
You will always be involved with us, Manny. We love you.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Craig.